Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. A shocking leak is shaking the Asian entertainment industry to its core. After years of silence, whispers are exploding across social media. Ziyu and Tian Xuning may finally reunite in a massive, high-budget 2026 project. Is this just another rumor, or the comeback fans have been manifesting for years? Because if this is real, 2026 won't just be a year. It will be a cultural reset. It started quietly. One blurred document. One insider post. One cryptic schedule shift that didn't make sense until fans connected the dots. Within hours, fandom spaces were on fire. Group chats exploded. Timeline after timeline filled with one question. Is Ziyu really coming back with Tian Xuning? The original leak allegedly came from a production staff member tied to a major 2026 tentpole project. No official confirmation. No flashy press conference. Just a subtle mention of two familiar initials attached to the same confidential pre-production file. And that was enough. Because for fans who have followed Ziyu's carefully curated career and Tian Xuning's strategic silence, those initials were louder than any headline. Let's not forget their past collaboration wasn't just successful. It was electric. Their chemistry sparked viral edits, fan theories, and global streaming numbers that surpassed expectations. International viewers, especially women 18 to 34, fell deeply into the emotional pull of their dynamic. It wasn't just acting. It felt real. And then, nothing. No joint appearances. No shared endorsements. No award show interactions. Years of distance that only made the nostalgia stronger. So when insiders noticed Ziyu suddenly blocking out a suspiciously long window in early 2026, the exact same window Tian Xuning's team labeled as confidential overseas projects, speculation stopped being casual. It became strategic. Even more interesting, their agencies didn't deny it outright. Instead, they released carefully worded statements about future opportunities and ongoing discussions. In the world of Asian entertainment, that kind of non-denial often means something is brewing. And as we move deeper into what's really happening behind the scenes, the clues only get stranger. Here's where things get intense. Industry analysts noticed a pattern months before the leak surfaced. Ziyu reportedly declined two high-profile projects slated for late 2025. Tian Xuning postponed a major endorsement renewal that would have locked his schedule for the same period. Coincidence maybe. But insiders claim both stars have been attending private script readings in Shanghai under strict NDA agreements. No phones allowed. Limited crew. Code names used instead of real ones. That level of secrecy isn't normal for a standard drama. It suggests scale. Budget, international distribution strategy. And that's where the 2026 timeline starts to make sense. Streaming platforms across Asia are preparing for what experts call the next global wave, a push to compete directly with Hollywood-level cinematic universes. A reunion between Ziyu and Tian Xuning could anchor that strategy perfectly. There are three dominant theories circulating. First, a high-budget romantic epic designed to revive the emotional intensity that made them iconic. Think sweeping cinematography, slow-burn tension, and the kind of OST that dominates Spotify and TikTok edits for months. Second, a cross-border action thriller targeting both Asian and Western markets, elevating them from regional stars to global icons. And third, perhaps the boldest theory, a franchise launch. A multi-season series or cinematic universe built entirely around their pairing. What makes fans believe this isn't just fantasy is how carefully their public images have evolved. Ziyu has matured into a more nuanced performer, choosing emotionally layered roles. Tian Xuning has leaned into darker, complex characters. If they reunite now, it wouldn't be nostalgia. It would be evolution. and the industry impact massive. A confirmed reunion would instantly dominate Weibo, X, Instagram, and TikTok. Brands would scramble. Streaming platforms would compete. Fanbases would mobilize globally. But here's the twist that keeps everyone holding their breath. There's still one missing piece. Timing in this industry is never random. Both stars are approaching pivotal career phases. The next project they choose could define the next decade of their legacy. A reunion now would feel safe, but a reunion in 2026 that feels deliberate, strategic, almost cinematic in itself. 2026 also marks a projected boom year for mega-budget Asian productions. International CEO financing deals are expanding. Global platforms are investing heavily in original Asian content. If Ziyu and Tian Xuning return together in that climate, it won't just be about fan service. It will be about positioning, power, influence, and fans know it. That's why every airport sighting, every cryptic social media caption, every stylist coincidence is being dissected like a thriller plot. Because deep down, everyone senses something is aligning. And if the leak is even partially true, we're not just witnessing a reunion. We're watching the foundation of the next era of Asian entertainment being laid in real time. But before we get lost in speculation, there's something even more powerful happening right now. What makes this story so magnetic isn't just the possibility of a project. It's the emotional memory attached to it. Fans didn't just watch Ziyu and Tian singing on screen. They grew with them. Through late-night streaming marathons. Through fan edits and OST playlists. Through heartbreak scenes that felt painfully personal. A reunion would mean more than ratings. It would mean closure for some. A second chance for others. A reminder that timing, even in the entertainment world, can be poetic. Maybe the silence wasn't distance. Maybe it was preparation. And maybe 2026 isn't just a year on the calendar. Maybe it's the chapter where two stars who once created magic decide to rewrite it on a bigger stage. Until we get official confirmation, we live in this beautiful tension between rumor and reality. And sometimes, that anticipation is its own kind of story. If this reunion happens, it will break the internet. So tell me, what kind of project do you think Ziyu and Tian Xuning are secretly preparing for 2026? Drop your theory below. The most convincing one